Hi, this is Ken. Today, I want to walk you through everything that happened around Tesla this week, and more importantly, what these small headlines really mean when you connect them together. At first glance, it looked like a quiet week, but underneath the surface, Tesla quietly entered what I would call the AI network acceleration phase. I will explain why I see it this way. When you follow Tesla news every day, it is easy to get caught up in single events: a sales drop, a new model, an internal restructuring. But this week felt different. There were no big product launches and no major announcements, yet several small signals lined up in a very meaningful way. Once you draw the lines between them, a clear picture emerges. Tesla is no longer behaving like a traditional automaker. It is moving toward becoming a global AI network company, and this week showed that shift more clearly than ever. Let me begin with the new short-term rental program in the United States. Tesla has started offering 3 to 7 day rentals for around $60 per day. The interesting part is not the price. It is the fact that renters can use FSD supervised with no limits. This is not a simple promotional campaign, and it is not an inventory strategy. What Tesla is truly doing here is accelerating data collection. The more people try FSD, the more real-world edge cases Tesla receives, and the faster its neural networks improve. In other words, Tesla is inviting thousands of new temporary test drivers into its AI training ecosystem. The user experience is also important. When someone drives a Tesla for several days and uses FSD freely, they realize that this product behaves less like a car and more like software. That shift in perception is exactly what Tesla wants, and it is a critical step for scaling robotaxis in the future. Once consumers see the software value, the entire economic model of Tesla begins to make sense. Next, let's move to China, where Tesla's October sales reached 26,000 units, which is a 36% decline year over year. At first, it sounds like bad news, but on the same week, Tesla introduced a new Model Y Plus with a stunning 821 kilometers of range using only a 78.4 kilowatt-hour battery, while many Chinese EV makers are adding larger and heavier 100 kilowatt-hour packs to chase higher range numbers. Tesla achieved long range through extreme efficiency. This is the core of Tesla's engineering philosophy, and it gives them a structural advantage. So how do we interpret the decline in sales? In my view, Tesla is shifting its priority in China from sales volume to business quality. The company is focusing less on how many cars it sells today and more on building long-term efficiency, software adoption, and AI infrastructure. The Model Y Plus is a signal that Tesla is doubling down on energy efficiency and manufacturing optimization, not short-term numbers. Another headline this week was about the departure of key leaders involved in the Model Y and Cybertruck programs. Some people reacted negatively to this news, but in my view, this is actually a natural transition. When a company evolves from hardware-centered development to software-centered development, the organizational structure must change as well. Tesla's main battleground is shifting from vehicle platforms to AI algorithm development, data processing, and robotics. The center of gravity inside the company is moving, and leadership roles are adjusting accordingly. There was also a global anti-Musk movement organizing protests. At the same time, Tesla's board chair said the company is on the verge of the biggest value creation event in human history. This gap between criticism and optimism might seem strange, but it is typical of companies that reach infrastructural scale. When a company's influence becomes large enough to shape transportation, energy, and labor markets, public reactions naturally become polarized. We saw the same pattern with Apple, Amazon, and Google during their periods of rapid expansion. This week also highlighted the increasing convergence of Elon Musk's companies. Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, XAI, and X are starting to merge in terms of data, AI capabilities, and operational infrastructure. Tesla semi-trucks are now being used internally before full customer rollout, which helps Tesla gather logistics data, refine operations, and develop a broader energy and autonomy ecosystem. Tesla also launched FSD supervised in Korea, meaning data collection in Asia is beginning in earnest. Each region adds new road patterns, weather differences, and driving behaviors that strengthen the global AI network. On the technology side, former Tesla AI director Andrej Karpathy described HW4 as like a maglev train, referring to how smooth and consistent the driving has become. This consistency is exactly what Robotaxi deployment requires. The technology is getting extremely close. There were also hints that Tesla may consider expanding compatibility with external ecosystems like CarPlay. This could be a strategic move to bring new customers into the Tesla ecosystem without compromising core features. Long-term investors also made headlines. Ron Barron said Tesla could grow 5 times from here, and SpaceX 10 times. It is important to understand that Barron has not sold his Tesla shares and has 40% of his assets in Tesla. His view is long-term and entirely focused on AI, robotics, and network-based revenue. In his view, the car business is only the foundation. The exponential value comes from autonomy, energy, and Optimus. When I look at all these stories together, the pattern is clear. Tesla is preparing for the next phase of growth. Even if short-term numbers look weak, the company is quietly building the infrastructure for global autonomy, robotics deployment, and energy networks. I believe these foundations will converge around 2026 to 2027. By then, Robotaxis, Optimus, and large-scale energy products may start becoming daily reality. So let me ask you this. Which news this week made you feel the future the most? Was it the 821-kilometer Model Y Plus, the new FSD rental program, the leadership transitions, or Ron Barron's extremely bullish outlook? Let me know what you think. Understanding Tesla's long-term strategy is more important than watching short-term stock movements, and I hope we can continue analyzing these shifts together. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found this helpful, please consider giving it a like. And if you have not subscribed yet, I share Tesla insights every day, so feel free to join the channel. Let's continue exploring the future with Tesla and enjoy the journey ahead. Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home, I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.